Hi everyone, welcome to the weekly Binance Coin Wyckoff session. Before we get to the detail, these are the key areas that I'll focus on for like if you're new to these sessions, and they're based on two main concepts. Also, these are for education and research and also discussion purpose only, not financial advice. Please take note of this. And let's get started with Binance Coin. I mentioned in the past that Binance Coin is a little bit difficult because it's also a utility coin for an exchange. However, for research and discussion purpose, as I'm curious about how it behaves as well, I'm going to analyze it also anyhow. So let's take a quick look. After the after the after distribution, too many afters, we finally see another last point of supply test. Well, that can be one as well. So basically, the big players keep testing the market demand to see however long they can continue to trade. This week we had quite a high volume bar over here compared to the past few weeks. However, the wick itself is longer than the body of the candle, so it seems like the big traders, some big traders are saying, okay, let's not go beyond the red line over here. The red line is basically the resistance line set by the upthrust over here. Upthrust happened in June last year. So if that's really the case, even if there's no particular good or bad news in the coming week, what would happen likely is it will continue to trade sideways between the green and the red line. The green line is basically the support line defined by a couple of things. First is like around the peak of the buying climax and also the second test, and then is also the support when it first returned from the upthrust back in June last year. So well, there are a couple of other like you see the top of the candles, the head of the candles around this range where we had our early sign of weaknesses. That's why we have this green line, a pretty strong interim support over here. So that's why the price, if there's no particularly good or bad news, will bounce between these two lines. If things turn sour, then the next support would be the purple line set by the automatic reaction. If really that there's no particular interest in Binance Coin from the community or the traders anymore, the next level is the yellow line that's defined by the sign of weakness in an earlier phase. That's very tricky though, because the yellow line is very close to the top of the long-term playground zone, and there wasn't much overlapping trading activities over the period where we had this upsurge to bring the price to where it is now. So there may not be a strong enough support after the yellow line, and what happened last time round was it shot all the way to somewhere close to the midsection of the long-term playground zone. So if I draw mid or center line in the box, let me set it to just on this weekly interval only. It dropped all the way and touches this line before it bounced back, and then eventually went below this line and started the accumulation period, which lasted for over 600 days before we had the current distribution cycle. So yeah, almost 600 days if I count the period before the PSY. So let me move it down a little. that's how it looks in terms of Wyckoff pattern. In terms of daily chart, basically it's still within the short-term playground zone. Let me change the line to the color it should be. So it's on the upper half of this zone. So the center line is pretty much defined by the tops of the bottoms of these frequent daily trading activities. Well, frequent in terms of if you're a swing trader looking at more longer term returns instead of like a day trader or even like a sculptor. So these daily candles may be long for people that are trading at much higher frequency. But so anyway, back to the point. Right now it's trying to stay at this level. Obviously you can see like this dotted line, the price line itself, there are quite a number of tops over here. So these turned into the support for where we are now. However, this may or may not stay above. The reference would be these few weeks of activities earlier on. So whenever it touched this current dotted line, it returns to somewhere near the top of the pink box. So let's see whether it will exhibit similar behavior for the next few days. In terms of volume bar, obviously it's pretty low as well. It seems like people are seeking direction, but also it can also mean there's no particular confidence that it may go much higher, so people are observing. So that's it for Binance Coin for now.